So Marvel Comics announces 8 new tentpole titles for the year to come. We're going to talk about that. Before I do, my comic book, Malevolent Rising, issue 5, is still funding as of the time of this recording. There will be a link in the description. You can also buy issues 1 through 4 from this same Indiegogo campaign, so I hope you check it out. Now, on to this. Marvel's trying to get us to sign into something. All right, here we go. Marvel Comics reveals 8 new tentpole titles. So, before we get into what I think about these books, let's just first say kudos to Marvel for trying to generate some excitement for their comic book line. They do a similar release kind of presentation timeline for their MCU movie stuff. It's cool to see them give the same attention to the comic side. Now, let's see what we got here. So, December 2021. Just scroll down because I think it does them one at a time. Okay, this is a better format. So, Marvel event Devil's Reign. So we got another mega event. Chip Zdarsky, that's good. Marco Cicchetto, I probably butchered that name. I'm really sorry, but I'm not familiar with him as an artist. I think he might be the Daredevil artist who I actually like, and now I feel bad if that's him and I don't know his name. Anyway, Marvel. Oh, the descriptions are above the title cards. That's an Avengers book. All hell breaks loose in the Marvel Universe as Kingpin finally declares all-out war on the heroes in Devil's Reign. Okay, so this looks like it might finally be the culmination of the Mayor Kingpin era that we've been having. It looks like he's going to outlaw all superheroes. Daredevil, Electra, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and the Fantastic Four against his Thunderbolt agents. Okay, so we got an incarnation of the Thunderbolts coming. He's going to outlaw costume superheroes. This seems a bit like the Dark Reign storyline to me, when Norman Osborn basically did the same thing. So I don't think we're really treading new ground here, although I am kind of glad to see maybe the culmination of all this Kingpin as Mayor stuff is finally going to come to a resolution. I'm not saying it's been a bad storyline. It's been a little, I don't know, it's a little far-fetched to think that Wilson Fisk could run for office and get elected. We'll just chalk it up to election fraud, I guess. But, so this sounds exciting. I'll definitely check that out. Now we are down to here. We got Avengers Forever, pulls together archaeologist Tony Stark, a.k.a. the Invincible Iron Man. Why is Iron Man an archaeologist and would still have the suit? Okay. Tony Stark, a.k.a. the Invincible Ant-Man. Oh, look, I thought he was going to be Iron Man. They subverted my expectations just there. So Tony Stark is now Ant-Man. That makes a little less sense because was he using Pym stuff? Did he steal it? I don't get it. Avengers from across the multiverse. Oh, okay. Jason Aaron Kruger. I've not been a fan of Jason Aaron's Avengers run at all. If you're a fan of or a follower of this channel, you would know that. I liked the original Avengers Forever. There was a title back in the 90s. Kurt Busiek wrote it with Carlos Pacheco drawing it. It was an amazing comic. Kind of same thing. Brought a bunch of different Avengers from different eras together, and they had to fight Kang. So actually, technically, they were fighting the Timekeepers. A lot of the Loki series pulled a bit from the Avengers Forever. Not a lot, but a bit. So, and I think maybe that's kind of what spawned him to revisit the idea of Avengers Forever. I'm not looking forward to this because Jason Aaron's Avengers run, in my opinion, has been terrible. That Phoenix story was awful. That Heroes Reborn was awful. And that's another thing. Heroes Reborn, that's another series from the 90s. Why is Jason Aaron just revising 90s stories? I don't understand. This is all stuff we've seen before and just doing it different now with the current Avengers run. And don't think that I don't have a video planned to talk about Red She-Hulk because, good Lord, that's some harsh stuff. Marvel Timeless. Oh, okay, this is neat. The title gives nothing away here. Future of the Marvel Universe is here, and Timeless is where it begins. When a threatening new timeline emerges, Kang the Conqueror must fight his way through the coming year to protect the main 616 timeline he's worked centuries to solidify as his own. Jed McKay, Kev Walker, Joe Bennett, Mark Bagley. Okay, that's a pretty solid lineup. and more. Provide a first look at what's coming in the Marvel Universe 2022. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be another one of those big, thick, not really anthology books, but they put one of these out for last year, kind of a year to come, and each writer and artist did a little tiny story and got a couple of pages. And it's just basically kind of like, reminded me of if you were somebody that grew up in the 80s and 90s like I did. Every year before the new Saturday morning cartoons would come out for the new season, like around the beginning of school, so around September, end of August, they would do a special on TV, and they would showcase all the returning shows and all the new shows, and then you would get to if you were a little kid like me, you'd watch that, go to bed that night, wake up the next morning, you got a whole bunch of new Saturday morning cartoons, and you get to be excited because you just watch the showcase of them. At least that was my childhood. So that's kind of what this probably is. So I don't think this is anything much to look forward to, other than just some setup. So, but there's nothing wrong with setup, I guess. X Lives of Wolverine and X Deaths of Wolverine. Benjamin Percy, Joshua Cassara, Federico Vicentini. Oh, I'm 0 for 3 on new names today. Good lord. Okay, House of X, Powers of X. Ushered in the first Krakoan age. Oh, I just can't. I think I've said before on this channel, I'm done with the X-Men after Inferno. Hickman's been voted off the island, or I guess he left. I don't know if he left or was booted. So I'm hearing rumors he's off to Substack with everybody else now. And the X-Men Krakoan era, I'm done with it. It's just lame. If anyone's still, I've started reading. I think I read the first 4 issues of this current run of Wolverine, and it bored me to tears. It wasn't the character that I love, and he's not even on the X-Men currently. He runs around with X-Force, which isn't a very good book. And well, I mean, is there a good book in the X-Men universe currently? The Krakoan X-Men, is there one that anybody's enjoying? Don't give me back when Hickman was writing it. I'm talking about now. So basically post Hellfire Gala. Is there anything out there that's enjoyable? I don't have one. I did a video not long ago about the stupid trial of Magneto, which I thought was just really, really dumb. So this is, the X-Men are still going to be shambling forward with this stupid Krakoan storyline. If you guys like it, tell me in the comments not what you liked about it, because I thought the idea was interesting. I loved the intro, the House of X and Powers of X. I thought was great. So, and it's kind of out of the gate, I thought it was strong. It was interesting. It didn't feel like X-Men to me, but I enjoyed the story that they were building nonetheless. And if you're still sticking in there and you're still thinking this is great storytelling, please let me know what I'm missing, because I still try to keep up with the X titles. I'm going to do it through Inferno, but once Inferno's done, I'm out. That is my exit, unless there's a major shift to the status quo and creative teams in the X book. So I don't even care what this Wolverine book is. I will probably be ignoring it. She-Hulk, you're back. From Rainbow Rowell and Rohei Antonio. Oh man, I'm sorry about these names today. Oh, it's late in the day. I usually record these videos earlier when I'm more awake. Throws a look at Jennifer Walters as she tries to put her rage-filled days behind her and return to the practicing law in defense of the innocent. But when a friend from her past comes knocking with a mystery she can't resist, She-Hulk gets back to bashing. Now, She-Hulk, I haven't really talked a lot about her outside of her Avengers incarnation, which is just a weird, ludicrous blob of a character. But I for one liked the old She-Hulk, the old Jennifer Walters / She-Hulk, where she was just always She-Hulk. She didn't change back and forth. She wasn't just Girl Banner, where you have the one meek, timid, sad girl who turns into the Hulk turns into her version of the Hulk when she gets angry, and then you just kind of have this very brutish, in my opinion, even if you compare Hulk or She-Hulk to the biggest female bodybuilder in the world, there are still feminine features. You can't get away from it. It's the way the body's built, and if you just stack muscle on top of it, certain features are still going to be there. They're just going to be exaggerated. And that is not how they draw She-Hulk. And I don't like this flip back and forth where she's just basically the Hulk but a girl. And I liked the old character. I thought she was a fascinating character. I liked her in the John Byrne run. I liked her afterwards when she was just a big gamma irradiated defense attorney. Interesting. That was cool for me. She was a confident character. She was a smart character. She was a member of the Fantastic Four, a member of the Avengers, and I miss her. I miss Jennifer Walters She-Hulk. I'm not excited for this one at all because I know they're just doing it because we got the show coming out. I don't like the direction they're taking She-Hulk over the last couple of years. So, that's just kind of my opinion on her. We got Fantastic Four, Dan Slott, Carlos Pacheco, Rachel Slott, The Reckoning War. Dan Slott is joined by Carlos Pacheco and Rachel Slott for Marvel Comics Fantastic Four Reckoning War, an epic saga over 15 years in the making. The original secret war of the Marvel Universe has been reignited, and every living being in reality is in danger. We finally at our day of reckoning. Now, I wonder, when they brought the Fantastic Four back, they introduced a character called the Griever, and they kind of she was going to destroy everything. That's her purpose, is I guess she goes into a reality and she destroys everything, and she's the last bit of that reality, and the Fantastic Four encountered her, and they basically, their solution for the Griever was they called in an emergency call, brought everyone who had ever been a member of the Fantastic Four, and they basically just bum rushed her and left. And I don't think she was ever, to my memory, I don't think she was defeated, so I wonder if this is going to revisit that, because that's how they brought the Fantastic Four back from the little limbo they were in after the Secret War. So, interesting. Not the biggest fan of Dan Slott. I don't dislike Dan Slott's stories, but I don't get excited for them either. Like, his Spider-Man run was hit and miss. It had highs and lows, but, I mean, he was on that book too long. Whether you like Dan Slott or you don't, you have to admit, he was just on that. His run was just too long. He crested, I think he hit his apex at the Spider Island story, and I think he probably should have exited the book after that high point. He would have left on a high point. It would have been really good. I did end up liking his last story with the Red Goblin and all that. It was a little jump the sharkish, I felt, Osborn getting the Carnage symbiote and whatnot, but it was a fun story. I liked it. Then what do we got here? Oh god, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Lunella Lafayette, man, I apologize to every creator out there whose name I have mispronounced. I am sorry. I am bad at this. I'm doing this too late in the day. Apparently, I will not do a video like this late in the afternoon again. And her lovable... that's the name of the creator. That's Moon Girl's name. I never knew that. Lunella. Yeah, Luna. Moon. That's dumb that I didn't know that before. You know why that is? Because I don't care about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I know she's an Inhuman, and the Inhumans are a group I care very little about as well. Marvel kept trying to make the Inhumans happen like five or so years ago when the X-Men were on the no-no list because they were owned by Fox. So Marvel, for those of you who weren't following back in the day, they tried to really make the Inhumans a thing, and they just jammed them in our faces and would not stop. Inhumans. They were in the center of every event. They guest starred in every book. There was an Inhuman on every team, and they really tried to make the Inhumans happen. They even got a god-awful show on television for a bit, and I think finally, after the show bombed, there was a movie planned. They canceled the movie, and the Inhumans were finally done. And Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur she's an Inhuman. She has a link to this dinosaur who used to be linked to Moon Boy, who is I never knew a lot about Moon Boy's origin either. He was kind of like a missing link kind of character, as I understood it, kind of like Chaka from Land of the Lost was always my interpretation of Moon Boy, and he could control this giant red T-Rex, and now Moon Girl can control the giant red T-Rex as part of her Inhuman ability, or such is my understanding of the character. They're back. Marvel Comics Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, but what shape will their partnership take in the existing new era? Keep your eyes peeled in the coming months for news about the next adventure of the biggest brain in the world. And we'll send Dinosaur. Oh, that's right. She's also like super smart. She's like the smartest person on Earth. Other than Valeria Richards in the Marvel Universe, but I don't know. Maybe she's supposed to be smarter than Valeria. We'll bring the new meaning of the term Marvel team up in a tale that promises to shake your world. Good Lord. top secret as far as the creative team goes. Probably this book's at the end of their slate. I'll bet it's not even selected or select. They probably haven't even assigned a. February 2022. That's a ways off. So, I don't care about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. If you're big fans of the characters, I apologize. I don't have anything really against them, like story wise or comic book presence wise. It's just I see a little kid riding a T-Rex and I really just don't care. I think it's a silly book, and the fact that she's also the smartest person ever. Pick a lane. You're either a kid with a T-Rex or you are the smartest person in the world. You don't get to be both. You don't get to be the smartest person in the world and your best friend's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That is a silly book. Anyway, so Devil's Reign, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Avengers Forever, no. I'll probably read it because Jason Aaron's books are Avengers book, in my opinion, is legendarily bad. So I will read it just to see how bad it is. And we get Timeless. As you can see, it's really big in the center there, too. And that's going to be kind of the anthology of what's to come. Wolverine, the X Lives and X Deaths of Wolverine, I don't care about. Wolverine, it used to be one of my favorite characters. Now, anything in the world of X, I just don't care about. She-Hulk, I kind of want to see if they return her to her sensational She-Hulk self. In the description where it talks about, trying to get away from the savage part of her and becoming a defense attorney again, that maybe that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring her back to her old status quo, which was a better character and honestly a more unique character. Now she's just a ripoff of Banner. Reckoning War, I don't know about Reckoning War. I'm not a big Fantastic Four guy as it is, and that story didn't grab me it didn't really pique my interest, so I might give the first issue of it a shot, but I'll probably honestly let it go. And then Moon Girl and Devil Dino, that one is gonna be a pass for me. So my battery is going low, so I better cut this short now that I've spoken so late that I've drained the battery. So let's see, out of the 2, 4, 6, 8 comics that we've got coming out, how many are we looking forward to? 1. Kind of 2, and Timeless I'm not expecting much out of because it's just going to be coming soon kind of book. So we're not batting 1,000 on this one, Marvel. I appreciate the effort, but unless something happens to really blow me away on what to expect from these titles, I'm not seeing a lot to look forward to other than outside of the Devil's Reign story. So let me know out of these 8 books which ones that you are most looking forward to, or just would at least be interested enough to buy and read, and why. Let me know that in the comments below, and while you're down there, go ahead, hit like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It really helps the channel grow. I really appreciate all you guys. I've been saying it a lot lately in my videos, but my channel's been growing a lot lately, and it's all because of you guys, because you for some reason like to tune in and just listen to me rant about comics, and I can't thank you guys enough. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart. So just want to get that out there. I'll try to say that less because I think I've probably got that point across, but it was a really humbling experience for me to really see the channel take off, and I thank you guys all for that. So anyway, I look forward to talking to some of you guys in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.